Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Random Talks, episode 6. It's our Valentine's Day special. How you doing, Connor?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great, dog.
Happy Valentine's Day, dude.
Happy Valentine's Day, buddy.
Yeah. Dink to that.
Dink it. Oh, yeah. Hopefully we got that in one of the shots. I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, we're filming this on Valentine's Day. Dope.
Yes. It's lit.
It's an honor.
It's lit.
We're lonely. We don't have anybody. So,
we're single and ready to mingle, ladies.
So on that topic, I guess we're just gonna talk about us being lonely.
Yeah. This is gonna be a depressing podcast, and I'm just kidding.
It's just gonna be a really sad podcast today. We have 2 camera angles. We freaking did it.
Finally.
We did it, dog.
Brendan, all right, this is Brendan's fault because he forgot his... Well, we told him in the last podcast.
Yeah, I forgot my battery at the log cabin, and I had to order a new battery charger. No, it was my battery charger at the log cabin.
Oh, okay.
I had to order a new battery charger, and it came in today, so thank you.
Hey, think to that.
Think to that, dog.
Like that.
I love how these mugs get so dirty so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, they just get so freaking dirty. Like, we just cleaned them.
Oh, well.
All right. Well, we're going to kick this thing off. Connor, do you remember back in elementary school whenever we would get these I guess, Valentines from people and stuff like that?
You get, like, the box of cards?
Yeah.
Or, like, Dollar General?
Yeah. But basically, like, in public school, you couldn't, I guess, get one Valentine for one person because it was like that No Child Left Behind Bush, George Bush thing.
That was for education, not...
I don't know.
That was education.
Then why did we have to do it every single time in public school? That we had to buy a Valentine.
That's because we got to make every kid feel happy.
No Child Left Behind.
That's for stupid kids. That's for kids who fail.
Anyways, so basically, we're gonna touch on that a little bit. I
mean, I never we didn't have to it wasn't like you have to bring candy. It'd be like you get go get the box of SpongeBob Valentine cards that were they're 30 in a box.
I remember that.
And it just says to from. It has a little picture of SpongeBob, and you can say to Kevin from Connor, and that's it. Some people would put candy in them, but I was like, screw that. I'm poor. I don't do that crap. Just get you a card.
Yeah, I never got a Valentine for anybody. I've never had a Valentine on Valentine's Day.
You know what? I have. You know what it was? What? When I was in freaking preschool. Dude, it was this... I remember it so vividly. I don't know how. But there was just some cute little girl there. You know? Pre-K 4.
Is that weird to say now?
No. I mean, I'm talking about in the past. All right, so I was 4 or something like that. Cute little other 4-year-old. I'm trying to spit some game on this woman, all right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to spit some game. So
for sure.
It was a blue... What was it? Construction paper. I got blue construction paper. Went home. Wrote, "Will you be my Valentine?" And I gave that to her on Valentine's Day. So, I mean, am I the smoothest man alive? I might think. That was
probably.
Dude, that's my story. Short story.
A very courageous and dope story, Connor.
I try, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I try to be the coolest dude I possibly know.
I mean, basically, I'm just the best. And that's not even narcissistic.
Yeah, so, I've never had a Valentine on Valentine's Day. And if I have, I totally forgot, so it definitely wasn't worth it.
I think someone might comment down below and be like,
I wish your Valentine.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Don't comment down below if you were actually my Valentine on Valentine's Day, because I'll probably laugh.
DM him.
What the heck do you mean you didn't have a Valentine on Valentine's Day? You were with me for 2 years. I forgot, Daniel. Sorry.
Repressed memories.
Dude, my bad, dog.
No, when we do the card things, we'd have bags on the back of our chairs, and you'd go around and just drop them in to each person's desk, and it's that was it. You'd open them. Sometimes you get candy, sometimes you wouldn't. But yeah, that was about it. I had a brown paper bag full.
Brown paper bags have changed significantly from your age. So
because there are no brown paper bags anymore.
Yeah, there are.
I had
wrapped around a 40. Wrapped around alcohol.
Colt 45.
I don't know what that is. So
yeah, I don't know what beer is.
What's beer? So basically, with this whole Valentine's Day topic thing going on, and we're alone. We're just gonna talk about our past, previous experiences. As we've already touched on, I guess you had a preschool love affair.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy.
Do you remember your first kiss?
Yes, I do.
Who was it? Any
I'm
names?
not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
Do we
but
know them?
You do, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've told you.
When? I forgot. We'll talk about it off air. We'll talk about it during the break.
It was freshman year of high school.
That was your first kiss ever?
Mm-hmm. Dude, I was a little scaredy cat.
Son,
I'm still a little scaredy cat. To all the women out there, I'm a wuss.
Dude, to all the women out there, don't try me, Doug, because I'm scared of you.
No, it was freshman year in a movie theater. So I mean, kind of like a cliche like first kiss, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
was it nice? What happened?
Obviously, it was nice.
Tell me what happened. Elaborate.
All right, so we were sitting there.
Touch on that.
I forgot what movie we were watching, but we were sitting there, and it was just playing, and then she turned, and then boom, it happened. And I was like, "Whoa, that's what it's like."
Oh.
Because I was like a little. I don't know. I've never done it before.
Well,
but yeah.
That was it. That's it. That's the whole experience.
That's it. I was like, "Whoa, this is cool."
Oh, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Okay, I dated her too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right before you kissed her, I dated her. Yeah, this is awkward. Anyway,
all right, so see you guys next week.
Ooh, yeah, we're gonna have to end that here. No, I remember my first kiss. I lived by Lake Lanier. I lived in Cumming, Georgia. I lived right down the street from the store called the Dam Store because of Buford Dam.
Nice.
And so we'd always be like, "Mom, can we go to the Dam Store?" And then she'd be like, she'd be like, "Yeah, dude." And I'd be like, "Heck yeah."
It's a good joke.
Any of my pastor friends out there, that was not a cuss word. It was just me saying the story. Anyway, so basically, we lived in Lake Lanier, like literally a couple feet from the lake. And we had this literally one neighbor. Like we had one house to our left, and then like our driveway was like super, super long. So our neighbor had like freaking 8 kids living with them. Like it was crazy, dog. There was like a whole clan of them. and there was this one kid, and this is totally off topic, but there was this one kid, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like, he would always hang out with me and stuff like that, but he was kind of like really spastic, like just a spaz.
He's a spaz?
Yeah, he was just a spaz. And so basically, what happened was like we would be like eating our food at our dinner table, and our dinner table is right in front of our sliding glass door, and then oh god, I said his name. I'm gonna bleep that out. But he basically would like have his face like pressed up against our window while we were eating our dinner or whatever. We're just like trying to eat our dinner in peace. This kid just like got his face smushed up against. It would happen a lot, like very often. It was crazy. That whole family was just crazy. I could tell you so many stories about them. I'm not gonna tell them on air because that's inappropriate. But basically, there was this one girl, and she was a 3rd grader, and I was a kindergartner.
Whoa.
Yes.
Cougar alert.
Dude. Yeah, for sure. So basically, what had happened was I think we were dating.
Dude.
We were dating. I was dating a 3rd grader, dog. Knuckers.
Knuckers on that, dude.
Dude, I was dating a 3rd grader, and basically, somebody was like, "Have you guys kissed each other yet?" We were like, "No."
We haven't even hold hands yet.
Yeah. So we were like, "No, dude, we haven't kissed each other yet." And so they were like, "You guys need to kiss each other." So like me and her like ran away from everybody to go kiss each other in the woods somewhere, and we ran out to these woods, right? And freaking we kissed. It was just like a little peck. It was like. It's like that. So basically, like we looked up and there was some, like, I promise on God, there was like a dirty pair of tighty whities hanging from a tree limb that was right above us, like a mistletoe, dog. It was disgusting. And now that I look back and think about it, I'm just like, that is literally the worst first kiss story in the world. But it was that was it, dog. I mean, 3rd grader, dog, underneath a pair of some
every time
crusty
you see
tighty whities.
Every time you see a pair of crusty tighty whities, you're like,
good times, dog. Good times. I don't even know. I forgot her name, actually. I don't even know where she is anymore. They left. Probably the country. I don't know. I don't know where they are, for real. Yeah, that was my first kiss. Pretty, it was okay. I don't know. I don't really remember it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really remember it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
When you're a kindergartner, you're like.
Yeah, you don't remember things when you're in kindergarten.
I remember absolutely nothing when I was a kid.
I do. I remember a lot when I was a kid.
I remember
some, it was like from some traumatic experiences and some that were like really dope experiences. Yeah. Like that's what I remember. Like all the mediocre stuff, I don't remember it.
See, I remember like my first memory ever. It's a little sentimental, cause it was kind of like it's whatever. But my first memory was
when he was born.
Yes,
coming out of the womb.
No, it was actually when my little brother was born, and it was like,
oh,
yeah, shut up.
So sweet.
Yeah, if you're watching this, screw you. No, but like he wasn't born yet, but my mom was in the hospital, like, and she was going into labor.
Okay.
And I walked in with my dad and my older brother, and I remember specifically I was wearing overalls with a blue shirt underneath, and I was wearing some white freaking nice shoes.
You got a picture?
No, I have memory in my head.
Yeah, same.
But I walked in, and there's a tray of food that was for my mom, and there was a blueberry muffin on there, and I was like, I'm about to get that muffin.
I'm about to snack on that muffin.
I was like reaching up for it, but I was like, nope, you can't have that, and I was like, ah. That's it. That's all I remember.
It was like black, just straight black.
It's like I was like, no, boom, done. That's it. That's the memory.
What a great first memory. I don't remember my first memory. I just remember a lot of stuff that happened when I was young. There's a lot of VHS footage of me too.
Oh, there's a lot, dude. The VHS footage of me, I'm always naked.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm always wearing like an oversized t-shirt. I was the cutest kid, dude. If my kid ever turns out to look like anything like me, it's getting anything it wants, dog. Like for real. No, but yeah, I mean, when you're young, you and it kind of sucks too, though. Like it's kind of a good thing, but it kind of sucks at the same time that you lose all your memory from whenever you're a kid. Because like, yeah, it's good that you don't remember when you were circumcised.
Well, it's because you're like, that's when you're born.
Yeah, but still, like, it's
depending
good
on who you are.
Yeah, unless like you're like a teenager, that would hurt, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that's good that you don't remember that kind of stuff. But like sometimes like I remember like a lot from when I was young, like a lot more than normal people do.
It's weird. Like I remember I had that first memory. Then my other memory, the second memory I have was when we brought my little brother home from the hospital, and we were all laying on the bed on like a bunk bed, just like staring at him. Like I remember that. And
Who's
like
this kid?
What's weird is like
is he moving in? Is he staying here? No. No,
like I remember in that moment, like back when I was in that moment, I remember like kind of like, this is kind of weird. Feels kind of weird in this moment right now. And then now I just remember that moment. And I remember it like it was like yesterday. It was weird. Yes, I remember the feeling. Okay. It is so weird.
Dude.
I have like every single memory I have is like that. It's weird.
How do we get on this topic? We're celebrating the most romantic day of the year, bro. Speaking of romantic, what's the most romantic thing that you've ever done for a girl?
The Atlanta Botanical Gardens?
Yes.
For Christmas, I took my ex there, and it was the best thing ever.
It was a litmus,
dude. Because they
not copyrighted.
Jake Paul's gonna come after you.
Yeah, for real.
No, but it was if you guys know where the Atlanta Botanical Gardens is, the people who watch this, because you guys are from Georgia, I think. But we went there for Christmas, and it was like they put all like a bunch of lights all over the plants and the trees and everything, and it was just like super lit up, and it was really, really cool, really pretty. And yeah, that's about it. It was very romantic.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say, ladies?
The most romantic thing that I think that I've ever done is I was working at Chick-fil-A with my girlfriend. I don't know, she's probably gonna watch this.
And you say your ex.
She's like gonna roast me on Twitter or something. I don't know.
Oh, we're at her. We'll add her back.
That's what they like to do. Anyway, so basically,
was that a subtweet?
Yeah, subtweet, dog. But basically, it was prom, so like I was like, I don't know anybody to go to prom with, blah blah blah. This was like at the beginning of our relationship. I didn't ask her out. We weren't even dating yet. And so like I had this whole day planned, blah blah blah. I'm gonna ask her out to prom on the Chick-fil-A reader board sign.
Yeah.
So basically, because that's where we worked. We both worked there. And so like we spent this whole entire day together. We were having a great day. And then like the marketing director was like, yo, I have the sign ready, blah, 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 whenever you want to come. And so like they had the sign ready like 4 hours before I got there. So like everybody passing Atlanta Highway was like seeing it and stuff
Everyone
like that.
who's named that name was like, oh my
gosh, I'm going to prom. No, but yeah, so basically,
I remember seeing that on Snapchat.
Yeah, and I still have the video and stuff. I still have the picture. But so basically, we got done with this like amazing day, and then we pulled in, and I was like, "What did they do to the reader board?" And then she looked up and she saw it, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my!" I just felt like such a G, dog. I was like,
yeah,
dude. She can't say no to this because if she does, that's gonna humiliate herself. Yeah. So basically, yeah, we parked, and then she said yeah, and then we took a picture, and it was all good, dude. I enjoyed it. It was a fun prom. We eventually started dating, and
was
then
it junior prom?
Yeah.
Junior prom was the best.
Yeah, junior prom was the best.
Did your camera just turn off?
We're not supposed to talk about it on here.
I think you just.
I told you not to talk about it.
I apologize.
Definitely just pointed it out. I was like,
well, I'm just gonna know.
I was like, if my camera turns off, we're not gonna talk about it on air. And then you were like, did your camera just turn off?
Hey, I forgot.
All right, but yeah, my camera turned off. If you guys are wondering why it's just on Connor now.
What's up, guys? It's just gonna be my. This is Random Talks with Connor Mullis.
Connor Mullis,
not Brendan Gluck. We just fired Brendan.
Yeah. So I think it's appropriate for us to take a break right now, so we can
take a little break,
so we can get new battery life and stuff, and just get recouped.
Get some more coffee.
Got some more. Yeah, we need some more coffee. I'm running low as well. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and
it's gonna be like probably a few minutes for us, but like 2 seconds for you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Swag. We'll see you guys when our break is over.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast.
One of the Random Talks podcast number 6.
Number 6. I feel like we just started. This is the first time we've actually taken a break in between, like, the 20-minute mark.
Yeah.
It wasn't even 20 minutes. Honestly, it was like 16 minutes. But
it's whatever.
First time we've taken a break. It was actually pretty fun. We're going to keep doing it. We got refreshed on our bevies.
Got some more coffee. Got some orange juice in there.
Yeah, I got some OJ this time. I just was feeling some OJ Simpson. You feel me?
I feel that.
I'm just kidding. OJ Simpson was a bad man, and he was guilty. So
yeah.
If you wanna
check the facts,
debate me on
that. Down below.
All right. So basically, if you're
just now tuning in,
after the commercial break,
from our sponsor.
Yeah, from our sponsor. If anybody wants to sponsor us, yeah, we'd love that.
Yeah, like we say in every single podcast, if you sponsor us, we're poor.
We got about like 10 views on our last podcast, so that's pretty dope.
It's all right. 10. Hey, it's 10 more than we had, dude.
Knuckers.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm actually pretty excited about this whole videoing thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
And things like that.
Our new channel.
And these aren't even monetized. Like, I could have monetized them on my channel, but I just decided not to.
Yeah.
So anybody wants to sponsor us.
We gotta get like good following,
Yeah.
Which we do. Appreciate all the fans out there that watch.
Yeah, for real. We appreciate you guys. We talk about you guys a lot. We're just like, who the heck watches us, dude? Jesus. Yeah. Who gives us the time of day?
We really appreciate you taking out 50 to an hour out of your day just to watch.
Most of you, a couple minutes because you guys skip through.
Yeah, that's fine too.
But hey, if you just skip through and land on that part, stay tuned because we got an epic surprise coming up. You have to watch the full video. We're not going to tell you when.
Clickbait.
We got an epic surprise coming up in the next couple minutes right here, so you have to watch. All right.
Huge giveaway going on, guys.
Watch.
Huge giveaway.
Epic surprise.
Biggest giveaway you've ever done on this podcast in the history of Random Talks.
Epic surprise, guys.
Epic. We should get a button that just says epic.
We should get one of those.
We get a soundboard when we get rich.
Yeah. We're going to get a lot of things.
Yeah.
So basically where we left off was I talked about our first kiss. And we talked about the most romantic thing that we've ever done.
We're going to get a little sad in this part of the of podcast.
Yeah. Honestly, it's going to get serious, all right? So
Definitely gonna get serious.
Definitely gonna get definitely gonna get serious. Dude, totally.
Definitely.
Totally, dude.
All right.
All right, so basically, we're gonna start off on a brighter note, and then we're gonna end off in like a kind of a serious note.
Yeah. You got your Kleenex.
And then we're gonna probably like do something to make it funny because we're not really that serious.
We're not funny anyways. So
Yeah, we're not really that funny. So
yeah.
All right, dude. Well, so we're gonna start off by asking, what is your most embarrassing moment around your ex? Like, what's the most embarrassing thing you've done around your ex? I don't really remember.
That's a good. I don't know.
like I'm the one who wrote down this question. I don't even remember my own answer.
Yeah, like I have no, like, I just don't know. Like, I mean, I've done like. I mean, like, I've made like a bad joke.
I've farted around them before and like didn't tell them.
I mean,
obviously they knew, but
I don't know. But I mean, I've done like, I don't know, like anything like super embarrassing. Like, I mean, I've made like a weird joke or bad joke or whatever. But I mean, I don't really know. What about you?
I'm still thinking, dude. This is like, it's one of those things where it's like you're in a relationship for so long that you only remember like your breakup and whenever you guys were really good.
Yeah.
You don't remember like the weird moments that happened or anything like that. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I could. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that would probably be like that is it's like farting.
Yeah. Shout out to comment down below if you've ever farted in front of your significant other.
And if you have farted in front of your significant other,
how did they take it?
Was it discreet? And how did they take it?
And what did it smell?
And name the exact smell as close as you possibly can.
Oh, we got someone. They just commented.
we got a comment.
This is a comment from Kevin Carpet. Kevin Carpet, thanks for watching their podcast.
Thanks for watching the podcast,
he said,
Kevin Carpet.
He said he farted in front of Brennan's mom. All right, guys, just don't tell me. That was a bad joke.
Yeah, it was a really bad joke. I don't think I'm going to put that in.
Okay, you can cut that out.
I'm just kidding. I'm not cutting it out because I want to make you look like a
That's really easy because I am stupid.
Respectful young man. All right. So, yeah, that was a really whack question, and we only have one more, so I guess we're just gonna go off on a tangent on this one.
Probably.
How did you handle your worst breakup?
I handled it pretty well.
And in a way, can you elaborate on like, not like just how you handled it, but like, can you elaborate on like who ended it? Mm-hmm. And can you elaborate on like why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. I took the breakup really well. We both took it pretty well. It's just some of the stuff that happened afterwards was just like mm-hmm. That's when it went down. Like we were cool, but then like some stuff happened afterwards and it went down. I'm not gonna get into that. But it was. We broke up because it was like more of like kind of a mutual thing. Like we just kind of like, it wasn't really like going anywhere. And we're like, it's weird. Yeah. So we just kind of like mutually just like, it's whatever. And that was about it. But then like, like I said, like everything afterwards was just kind of like went from here to woo. And yeah. So I mean, no.
Can you be more descriptive about the whole mew?
I don't know.
Was it too personal?
A little bit. Like I just.
Was it like your family stuff that was going on, or was it like between you and her?
Yeah, it was just like between me and her, and that's like one of those things. And
are you saying like at the peak of your relationship it went downhill, or after you guys broke up it went down?
After we broke up, it went downhill. Cause like just a bunch of drama stuff, and like she started spreading like, I heard she started spreading rumors about me because people told me about the rumors that they've heard. Yeah. But,
and I mean, like, very well could have not have happened.
No, yeah. Yeah. But, like, I mean, when people come up and tell you, like, oh, she said this, and it's like, huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean,
Well, I mean, did you cry?
No.
Did you?
I was sad. I
You
didn't cry
sad?
though.
Were you like depressed after?
Like
I'm
for a
just
few
trying
days.
to juice this question so we have more.
No, yeah, I
so
know,
we have
I know,
more-
I understand. I know I'm not doing a good job.
I'm not trying to like.
I was like, I mean, everybody's sad after a breakup.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, it was sad for like a week, and I was like, whatever. But then it was like a week, and we were all cool, and then that's when it started going downhill, and I was like, then I was just like, oh, I'm over this now. Screw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that in a lot of ways, like if the other person's acting out, it makes it kind of easier for you to.
Mhm. And I'm not saying my ex was acting out.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna assume anything.
Yeah.
I don't look
Connor,
like it.
that's why I like you, because you believe the best in others. I tried to.
Try to. Yeah, I tried to. But what about you, OB Glock? What's your worst breakup? And would you like to elaborate on it?
Don't subtweet me. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. All right, we're gonna get into this. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh jeez. I probably just started a
You're
war.
about to get a
I
subtweet.
probably just started a war that I shouldn't have even started.
Don't worry, you have an army behind you.
Yeah, I just really don't like drama at all. Like, I try not to get into it or anything like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind
That's another thing. She was a really big drama queen too. She thrives on drama. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all I'm gonna.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, here's what I'm gonna say about it.
About your worst breakup.
Yeah, and I'll get into that. But what I'm saying is,
Okay.
like, with the whole drama situation, like, as I said, don't subtweet me or whatever. Like that plays along into what happened after we broke up and stuff like that. So that was an inside joke that you'll figure it out after I tell this story. So basically, the same girl that I asked to prom and stuff like that. Like, that was my worst breakup.
Mm-hmm.
I had a girlfriend after for a couple months, but that kind of was a mutual decision. It kind of had to end because it was such a big change in our lives. Like moving forward to college, and like just so much stuff was just happening, so we just kind of broke that off. But the one before her was the one from Chick-fil-A, which you know.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, like, we had like a really great relationship. It was rocking, and then kind of just fell into lust, and then that's kind of where it all went downhill. Excuse me. So basically, like, not even she, because I can't really point the finger. It's a relationship's a mutual thing. Like, it's between two people. So we were both in the wrong, and so basically we just started arguing with each other like all the time, dude. Like, and Brittany and Shane were just like, they were like, they told me after we broke up, they were just like it sucked watching you like get so depressed and stuff like that, because she would like slowly like drain me into like, because I'm like a very extroverted person. Like, I'm just a very like happy-go-lucky, like try to believe the best in others, like that kind of guy. But like when I was with her, man, like towards the end stretch, for the last like a couple months, she and I were really not getting along, like, period. And so basically, like, I thought that I was like in love with her. I was like, oh, I'm gonna marry her one day. This and this. So basically, what happened is we just kind of fell in lust, and then we kind of just started getting angry at each other, and so there was one day in particular. I'll go before that. I had a lot of jealousy issues.
I will say, like, those like last few months that you guys were together, I could tell that you were just like
I had a lot
mentally just drained.
Yeah, I had a lot of jealousy issues, and when it came to the final stretch of that relationship, she liked to hang out with a lot of like the football guys and stuff, and she would like talk about like her old boyfriends and stuff, and like, and I would just get jealous like so much, and it would just make me angry, and I was just like, I was a kid, so I was like, like I've gotten over all that stuff now. Like, it's over and done with. Like, I've learned how to control myself and compose myself. Yeah. But back then, it was just like, it's so hard for me to, I guess, kind of just realize that, like, dude, like, what's the point in getting mad over this kind of crap, blah, blah, blah. So I had a lot of jealousy issues, and then she just would get mad at me for no reason, and then it was just like, it was just back and forth. Like, it was just so back and forth. It was like a battle. Yeah. And, like, it was probably the worst depression I've ever been in. Like, that she put me through. Because it was like, okay, so my mom moved away, and basically I stayed in Georgia just to be with her. And so, like, after all of that was like going downhill and stuff like that, and like it kind of ended, I was like why did I stay here? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just one of those things where, like, I was blessed. I love staying here. Like, I'm glad that I stayed here. Like, it was an awesome thing that
this would have never happened if you
yeah, this would have never happened if I didn't stay here. I'm so glad that I stayed here. But at that time, I was thinking, I was like, what have I done? Blah, 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 blah. You know, like, I should have never got myself into this. I should have just broke it off and then moved up to North Carolina with my mom. But basically, I just didn't do it because I thought I was in love with this girl. I was like, this girl might be. I told my mom whenever I first like met her, I was like, this girl might be like the one. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it was just like we hit a really bad rough patch, and then, it was homecoming. My homecoming.
No, it was hers.
No,
because you came.
I know, but I'm gonna tell a story about my homecoming. We had a really bad rough patch before that, and then we kind of just like, let's start over. No, this is what happened. I was in science class, and I was like, dude, she's put me through such a big depression. She's just like kind of draining me right now. I need to focus on myself and like gain my self-confidence back up. I need to be myself again. I need to feel myself. Like all I was like thinking about was just like just being depressed. Like I was just like hating everybody, everything. Like I was always tired. I wasn't sleeping that good, like anything, and it sucked. And like I hated my job and stuff like that. Like it was just freaking.
Yeah.
I didn't have any family down here. Like, you know, like it was just one of those things where it was like, I don't know. So basically, what happened is that I was in science class one day, and I was like, I'm just gonna cut it off. And it was like a week before our homecoming, and I had already asked her to homecoming, and then I was like, yeah, I don't think we should do this anymore, blah, 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 blah. And it was really difficult for me to say that. Yeah. Because, like, I was still in love with her and this, and this. But basically, I was like, this is something that I have to do for my own well-being and for, like, me being happy in the future. Because, like, when I was with her that last couple months, all I was thinking about was, like, the moment. And so I wasn't thinking about my future. And I was like, I can't spend my whole entire future like this. Like, you only have one life. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you only live once, but once is only like the only time that you need if you do it right. Yeah. And so I wanted to do it right, and obviously that wasn't the right move. It was staying with her. So basically, I just was like, hey,
it's done.
I gotta go, dude. No, so and then she was like, no, please, blah, 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 don't do this to me, blah, blah, blah. And so she like kind of made me feel bad. And so I was like, okay, fine. Like, well, I'll give you one last chance, but we have to do it. Like, we have to do it together. Like, we have to like build our relationship with God together, because a relationship that's not centered with Him will just crumble apart, in my opinion.
No, I believe that.
So basically, she was like, okay, blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you, not even like 15 minutes after I agreed with her to stay together, how dare you try to break up with me, blah, blah, blah. You think that I'm going to go to homecoming with you, this, and this, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like lashing out on me, dog. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on, dude? Like, she's crazy, dog. Yeah. And so, after that, it just wasn't the same. And then she like tried to play victim, where she was like, you don't love me anymore, you try to break up with me, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm not gonna tell that story, but yeah. So it was just kind of one of those things where she was just like always like depressed around me and stuff, and I was depressed around her. Like I was just like, dude, like you're feeling the same exact thing that I was feeling, not loved. You know what I'm saying? It's like I poured out everything into this, and then we just started like just hating each other. That's not how a relationship's supposed to be. So basically, we like, it was like the day before prom, or the day before my homecoming. We were like, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do it right. Blah 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 blah. We had the best, like, it was like the best day ever on my homecoming. I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Blah blah blah. One of the best days that we had. Probably the best day that we had in the past couple months that we were fighting.
Yeah.
Like, I had an awesome time. Like, it was like we never had, like, we were never fighting and stuff like that. I'm telling you guys, like, not even a week later it was her homecoming. She went to a private school, right? And so, like, all the parents chipped in money to buy, like, this venue or whatever. And, like, our homecoming was lit because we went to, you know, that
public school.
We went to that WD public school. She was in a private Christian.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was, like, not that many people in her high school. And like, I brought Jake and Alex with me, which was the worst mistake of my life. Because basically the reason, I mean, I'll bleep that out because that's her name. Basically, the reason that me and her broke up is because Jake was like freaking like being such a douche that night.
Yeah.
But it was, well, like, I'm kind of glad that he did it because I was better off like just doing it that night.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, thank you, Jake. But basically, so we were like, it wasn't lit, dude. Like, there was no bass. They were playing like all like clean music and stuff, and it was like whack like 2004 music and stuff. And like these people, nobody was on the dance floor. And then like Jake and Alice were there to like get girlfriends and stuff, and they didn't find anybody. So it just ended up being like a straight up bust. And she was like really excited about it, I guess. And then once she got there, she realized that it wasn't that cool compared to like our homecoming or whatever. And so
it was senior year, right? It was senior year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so basically, we left early, and then Jake was like, "Dang, it was like being at a wedding reception." He was like, "That felt like a wedding reception." You know how Jake is, like, and I was just I was crying laughing.
And Jake just says that
because Jake is just a funny guy. Like, Jake is just naturally like stupidly funny.
Yeah, Jake, so you're not stupid. You're funny.
Yeah, like he's just like he's hilarious, and so he was just making me crying laugh, and he was like, bro, that was like the best wedding reception I ever been to, dog. And just like stuff like that. I was just dying laughing, dude. And Alex was like egging it on, and then like I didn't say anything because I didn't want her to like be mad at me or whatever, right? So on our way home, she wasn't talking to me. And I was like, what's wrong, blah, blah, blah. And like I tried to like grab her hand, and I'm driving to like try to like comfort her or whatever, because I could tell that she was like upset. Yeah. And so she like, and then looked out of the window. Yeah. And I was like, what did I do to you, dog? Like really? And then she was like, you're laughing at them. You guys are telling me that my school sucks, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, dog, like, you're tripping right now. Like, you are 100% tripping. And so basically, it was just like, I was like, all right, whatever, dude. Like, cool. And so you're going to be like that. And so I didn't see that there was a stop sign right here. Right, and it was a 4-way intersection. There was a stop sign on all 4 sides. It was just pitch black. Like, there was no cars coming from either end, anything, and I didn't see the stop sign, and so I just blew through it. And the only words that she said were, "What the bleep are you doing? You just blew through that stop sign." And I was like, "Oh, so now you want to talk to me?"
Jeez.
Yeah. And so and she was like, "Just take me home." And I was like, all right. And so she didn't tell me how to get home. Like, and I think my phone was dead, so I couldn't look it up or whatever. So I got off on the wrong turn, and she's like, where the F are you taking us? And I was like, well, if you don't want to talk, like, how am I supposed to know which turn to take off? And so I got off on the exit before the exit that we were supposed to get off of. Yeah. It looks the exact same. Basically, she just was like, I was like, well, you know, let's just talk. I was trying to be nice. I was like, let's just talk after, you know, Jake and Alex get out of the car, and we can like figure this out. We can fix it. And then she was like, okay. Or she said K. She didn't say okay, because she couldn't do me the justice to say okay to me. Anyway, so we drove back to my house. Her car was here, and Jake and Alex like were getting into their cars to come to your house for a bonfire that you were having. And this was like whenever you and your ex-girlfriend that you were just talking about. That's when we just started dating. Yeah, we just started dating. And so basically, yeah,
timeline.
Yeah, and so basically, that night, I was like, yeah, just get in your car, roll your window down, we'll figure it out. And she was like, okay, because she was supposed to come to the bonfire too. I was like, you still coming? And she was like, yeah, I'll go. And so she got in her car, and I went to like walk up to her window, and I was right next to her window. She did not look at me, backed out, almost ran over my foot, just gunned it out of my driveway.
Yeah.
And freaking flew down the road, and then didn't talk to me or anything. Mind you, this same day, I didn't add this, but this same day, earlier that day, I had smashed my phone in my recliner chair. That's why I couldn't use my GPS, is because I didn't have it, because I smashed it in the recliner chair. It's all coming back to me.
That
now.
whole day that was like one of your worst days.
And it shattered, and like I couldn't use it anymore. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have a phone to like text her or whatever, blah blah blah. And I was like, and then they were like, where's she going? I was like, I don't care where she's going. I was like, at this point, it's done. I was like, I don't care anymore. I was so mad, dude.
Yeah, no.
I was like, how dare you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying to be nice to you, and you're just like, just totally blowing it out of proportion. So they were like, what do we do? I was like, let's just go to Connor's. And so Jake was like, all right, I'm gonna ride with you. So Jake rode with me, and I was like, Jake, can I borrow your phone so I can call her real quick? So I called her. And then she was like, and she knew it was me calling her. And she was like, you mother blah, 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 blah. How dare you do blah, blah, blah. And she gained some balls when she wasn't in my car. She was on the phone. And so she like started like cussing me out on the phone or whatever. And I was like, eventually it was just like, what are you talking about? You're tripping. And of course I was like livid at this point. So I was like, what are you talking about? You're tripping. And then basically like I broke up with her. And then like that was like really tough on me. And so I hung up, handed the phone to Jake. And by that point, we were already at your house, and like you were having a bonfire in the backyard, and I was just kind of just like lost. I was like,
you were like, I mean, when you pulled up, you were just like, I mean, just straight face.
Yeah.
And I was like, something's happened.
Yeah. And like just seeing you and your ex-girlfriend together, while she was your girlfriend, was just like, why couldn't like be like that? Like that could be me right now if she wasn't tripping, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna bleep her name out because I said it like 4 times. But yeah. But so basically, yeah, dude, it sucked. It sucked. And then afterwards, like the day, it didn't sink in until the day after. I was in the shower and I didn't realize how sad my music was that I was listening to in the shower until we broke up. And I was just, cause I was like my depressed like playlist or whatever. Cause I was so depressed those last couple months of our relationship that I was just like listening to like sad songs and I didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? It just kept me in the mood of being depressed. And then once we broke up, like I was just crying in the shower. Yeah. Just like bawling. I don't like when people see me cry. And like you could tell because my eyes were like bloodshot red whenever I came out of the shower. It just sucked, dude. I was like, yo, like this sucks, dude. And then I was kind of like depressed for another 2 weeks. I didn't eat for like 3 days after that. And then I was like really depressed for a couple weeks. And then yeah, I just got over it. It was like weird. I was just getting better and better progressively, and I just I gained it all back, and then I actually got over her, and then dated somebody else, and like now I'm good.
Then the subtweets came in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You forgot the subtweets.
Yeah, I forgot that part. So basically, I quit my job, and so it was one of those things where I was like, I don't want to stay here and be reminded of you every day, so like I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I quit my job, and her and this other girl are just super petty about everything. And so like they were like subtweeting me and just trying to get into some beef, dog. Like just trying to be like some cold, like hearted. I don't even know, dude.
Yeah.
But she got over me so quick. I think that's what like made me so like upset about the whole thing.
Yeah, like this is like you're like a fake love.
Yeah, because it set in like right after, and then she like wasn't phased, and then like a couple months later, after I had already like gotten over her, she was like, "I want you back," blah blah blah, and I was like, "Yeah, for real." But so basically, yeah, she was subtweeting the mess out of me. Me, Connor, Tyler, Alex had to get into a couple of subtweeting wars with her and stuff, and then it eventually just died down. Which I was
Cold War Part 2.
Yeah, I was very happy about that. That because I don't like doing that just subtweet crap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's petty.
It's so petty.
It's like, why don't you just say it to my like call me and say it to me?
And like honestly, like I'm not saying her name, so like I'm not being. I could just like release her name and be like super petty about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And like I know that some people will know who I'm talking about because they know
you
in my life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And dude, I don't. like what happened. This is a true story.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be able. I have the right to tell the story that happened in my life, and like you should not get mad about it if you're watching. So basically, yeah, I mean it was just a sucky thing that happened, but that turned like really beneficial for me.
Mm-hmm. That's when like
Yeah.
I mean everything turns out for the best.
Yeah.
In weird ways.
And you don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel until you kind of keep going.
Yeah.
You persevere, push through.
True.
Yeah. It's good
100%.
stuff, man.
Yeah. I just like through that entire story you're telling, I was like, I just remembered all the things of why like my relationship went down too, and I was like, dang, I should have said that. But yeah.
Just, oh my god, there's a little kitty outside.
No way.
Yeah, it walked away. There's so many cats around here, it's like crazy.
I was gonna go get it. Be our like mascot.
Open the door and see if you can get it.
I was lying. Where'd it go?
It went to the left of the porch. You see it?
No.
Oh, maybe it went under the porch.
He's at the light.
Oh.
Took off to a light post. I was hoping to get a cat.
I think that's Kenny's cat, so.
Oh, never mind.
There's so many of them that just wander around here.
But I remember that, like, I remember that story. You telling me that, like, right when it happened too, like all this stuff
What?
at the bonfire. You told me, like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
And that was fresh.
that was fresh.
You got it fresh, like right out, like not even.
Talking right
like,
at it,
like minutes after we broke up.
Yeah,
I was mad, dude.
yeah.
I was mad, son.
Yes. Dang.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching.
And
And
now, and
Kleenex.
listen, everybody that was in a relationship at that point in time is not in the same relationship anymore.
Yeah.
You, me, and Tyler, and Jake. I think was it? Maybe. I don't know. No, he wasn't.
Jake
'cause he was
wasn't,
trying to look
yeah.
for females.
Alex wasn't either.
Yeah, he wasn't.
We're all
either.
bachelors.
Now we're
Wait.
now
Yeah.
you and me are the only single ones. Oh, actually, Alex is single
say
too.
Alex is too.
Yeah,
I don't have anything in my cup.
I do.
Yeah.
I talked a lot, so I couldn't drink much.
I know, this whole podcast, but you've kind of taken over this podcast.
Yeah, sorry about
I like
that,
no,
guys.
that's good.
I talk a lot,
I had like
dude.
nothing to say in this podcast.
Yeah, I was like trying to milk out like your answers. I was like asking you questions. You're like, yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
yep, that happened.
And
And I'll be like,
No,
so
that's
what
just-
happened in that event?
I'm the type of person I don't like talking about like my personal stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just because that's just me.
Yeah.
I like the bottle stuff, and that's unhealthy.
Well, this is a
and I do it.
podcast, Connor, so you're gonna have
I
to
know.
open up, dog.
I know.
You wanted to do this.
My parents watch this, dude.
Yo,
Yeah.
parents
Parents.
of Connor Mullis, this is a public service announcement. Your son is okay. I promise.
I'm good.
He's good, dog.
I've been clean for 6 months. I haven't touched any crack in like.
Haven't touched any crack except for my elbow crease.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm cutting that one out too.
That was, all right. So we've both had 2 bad jokes. It's even now. It's
All
even.
right, I won't cut that one out.
I'll just say, we're even now. you just put your
dog,
mouth
I
on
don't
the
know what
mic.
you're talking about, dude.
Ooh, gosh. Well, dang. It's kind of. Imagine everyone right now is like crying, getting their Kleenex just tearing.
Everybody right now is probably like not even watching anymore. It's like this dude is sad, dog. I'm not watching this.
Send us money. We're sad.
Yeah, Patreon if you want to sponsor us.
Patreon doesn't sponsor you. We
You never know, dude. They might sponsor.
True.
Dollar Shave Club sponsor us.
MeUndies, dude. I want to get sponsored by MeUndies.
MeUndies sponsor us.
Yeah. Let's do
Hey,
that.
if you know anybody that can sponsor us, please let them sponsor us. Please.
Arthur. Spit it all in your mouth.
Hey, now anybody that can sponsor us, could you please ask them to sponsor us? I wonder how that sounded. Probably bad.
Probably
Probably didn't sound as cool as I thought it would sound.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't even think we sound as cool as we sound.
Yeah.
We think
Why are
we
we
sound.
still on the podcast right
I don't
now?
know.
I'm gonna. We're just having a conversation over here.
I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up, dude.
All right. Well, guys, appreciate you for watching and listening. I mean, this has been a Valentine's Day special. So yeah,
V-Day special, dog.
we had a little bit of happiness at the beginning, a little bit of sadness at the
And
end.
we ended on a dark note.
Yes, So what's up, guys? But yeah, thank you for watching.
What's up, guys?
Thank you for watching. Tune in next Saturday for another episode of the Random Talks podcast.
Word, next Saturday, dog?
Next
you guys
Saturday?
Put them out every Saturday, dude?
Yes, every Saturday.
Dang.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channels. There should be a link in the description. Our Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, MySpace, Google+, Skype, Twitch, Xbox.
Yeah, I think it's just Instagram and Twitter, dog.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Yeah. But yeah, follow us on that so you can stay posted. Oh, we have a Random Talks Twitter page. Go follow that so you know, like...
Yes, we do. We just, like, redid the whole thing. Or I did, at least.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I don't, like... I made it. You made it look good.
But yeah, go follow that. It'll be dope. A lot of... We're going to be using it a lot more because we haven't been really using it, but we're going to be using it a lot more.
Yeah, we're going to try to get some like Q&As, like you guys will be like tweet us some questions and ask us on the podcast and we'll put them out. But yeah, this has been a Random Talks podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Make sure you comment your feedback.
Smash that like button.
And
smash it.
Subscribe.
Smack that. If you can smack that subscribe button with your tongue. Oh no, actually your nose. Do it with your nose. Because that,
I can do it with my nose.
I bet you guys can't hit the subscribe button with your nose.
Yeah, we bet you can't hit the subscribe button with your nose. And also the bell that makes you see our notifications every time that we post a podcast.
So you're never in the dark.
Yeah, guys, if you watch to the end of this, we really do appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah. Thank you for the love and support.
Yeah. We're going to keep doing this, even if you guys don't watch, so... Whatever, Dollar Shave Club sponsor us, you feel me?
MeUndies. Yeah. Anyways,
all right, we're going to wrap it up.
You want me to do the outro?
Yes,
Brendan?
dog.
Jeez, let me talk, bro. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
I love how last week we did an outro, or I did the outro, and then you did like another outro right after I did the outro.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And I told you I was going to cut it out, just like I'm going to cut this out.
Huh? This is Diamond Sword to Major Steve. We're gonna find diamonds. Alright, peace.
This is Diamond Sword to Major Steve. You're gonna find diamonds. And the creepers wanna know if you have much armor. Now it's time to dig straight down if you dare.